Hello, I'm Mark and welcome to the SimHanger. Today we're going to be unboxing, setting up and first impressions on HTC's new VR headset, the Vive Cosmos. Let's get started. Well, the box that the Vive Cosmos in is fairly small. It's a plain white box with a printed outer sleeve on. Compared to the original Vive packaging, this is a considerable step down. That's the Vive Cosmos headset with the main cable, which is pre-attached. The Cosmos has the Halo headband, like the Rift S, and similar to most Windows mixed reality headsets. 6 cameras, one left, one right, one up, one down, and 2 facing forward. The 2 facing forward cameras also the pass-through cameras that allow you to see the world around you. Comes with built-in headphones which are detachable and you can disconnect them and use your own if you want to. The Halo headband is adjusted by the knob at the back of the Halo strap, and it is moved in and out by turning the knob. Microphone is positioned just under the nose inset. And the all-important IPD adjustment is a manual adjustment on the side of the headset. The back of the Halo strap and the forehead rest is made of a good quality rubbery material, whereas the face mask is just a light-duty foam and supported by a very thin plastic housing. Disappointing. The headset is certainly a lot lighter than the original Vive. And now on to the hand controllers. Characterized by the tribal design which lights up and is used for the tracking, HTC have moved away from the wand style to the Oculus style. Variety of buttons and joystick. I must say I'm a little surprised at really quite how heavy it is. It takes 2 AA batteries per controller. Longer term rechargeables are going to be required, otherwise it's going to get expensive. It comes with a USB cable as well as the cable that goes from the link box to your display port. These attach via the link box, and that's the power cable for the link box. It comes with 4 batteries that are not rechargeable. They're just the standard AA's, and your link box with your connections to your PC and to your headset. All in all, standard fare for a VR headset, and to be honest, I was expecting something a little bit more. If you'd like to see more from SimHanger, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and tap the bell for future notifications. The Cosmos has 2 LCD panels at 1440 by 1700 resolution per eye, and with a RGB stripe supporting that, screen door effect is minimized. Runs at a refresh rate of 90 Hz, integrated headphones, and each LCD panel is 3.4 inches in size. The computer specifications recommended by HTC should be considered the bare minimum, and I would recommend a GTX or RTX graphics card 1080 or above. Getting the HTC Vive Cosmos set up is fairly straightforward, and lots of instructions on screen to guide you every step of the way. And it also includes a helpful visual in terms of how to fit the headset, how to adjust it, and also how to do the IPD adjustments. The headset does use Steam as its primary portal into VR, and HTC have stuck with the Vive setup of utilizing a link box to connect to the PC. I did encounter one problem when connecting and going through the install, and that was to get one of my controllers to be recognized and to link up. I had to skip that ultimately and connect once in Steam VR. Once everything's connected, you then have access to HTC Vive's Origin, which is a basic introductory portal but multiplayer is not supported, so it's largely a solo experience. Purchasing the headset also includes a period of free access to Viveport Infinity, their new platform that's been substantially revamped, looking good. The front face of the Cosmos can be removed, and in the future they'll be bringing in a mod that will allow you to use your base stations or tracking stations. A wireless option is also planned for the future. And now for a very quick test in Xplane and then DCS. We're in the virtual hangar and I'm just testing the tracking of the controllers. Sticking them out to the either side. They are wavering slightly. Doesn't seem too bad. However, I did encounter a problem when you put the one in front of the other. Do you see it jumping there? That's poor tracking. Despite the 6 cameras, that's disappointing. And now for a surprise and something I wasn't expecting, and that is that the controllers seem to have different drivers or firmware setup because they could not interact with the Xplane menus. Perhaps I could have gone in and configured them, but no luck. So you can see there it highlights in green. It knows the controller is there, but I can't move the throttle in or out. And this applied to many different situations within Xplane. In DCS it was a different story. No major problems experienced. I could move the center joystick, I could interact with the throttle, as well as a number of switches that I tried. No major problems seems to be experienced. So clearly an update of some kind is required in order to ensure compatibility across the range. So what's my conclusion? Final thoughts and opinions. First of all, let's start with the positives. I found that the headset itself was comfortable, even though I'm not a fan of the halo band design and prefer the baseball type cap fitting. I'm also a fan of the flip-up design. It allows you to break out of VR quickly and easily when you need to, without the hassle of having to try and remove the whole of the headset. I'm also a fan of the manual IPD adjustment. It's easy to access and easy to use on this headset. In terms of the sound, well, I go so far as to say that the Cosmos probably has some of the best sound and deepest sound that I've experienced in VR headsets to date. Highly recommended, very good. Moving on to the display, I had high expectations due to the 1440 by 1700 per lens, or 2880 by 1700 across the headset, and I wasn't disappointed. The graphics fidelity was very good indeed. I could read the gauges and quite a lot of the small writing as well, able to pick up the detail. In the display there was no evidence of mirror, and the screen door effect was nominal. I'm sure it was there, but your eyes very quickly adjust and you just don't know that it's there. There was evidence here and there of God rays, but nothing overly significant. Setup, it was simple, easy to follow, straightforward. Moving on now and having a look at some of the negatives. With the original Vive, in addition to a manual IPD adjustment, you were also able to move the lenses closer or further away from your eyes, and this helped with field of view. With the Cosmos, you don't have that option. Another thing I noticed is that the sweet spot in the Cosmos headset is quite small, and it takes a while to position the headset just right so you get the clearest display. Perhaps the biggest disappointment is the controllers with the Cosmos headset. They are heavier than I expected them to be. They take 2 AA batteries per controller, which means in reality, if you're a regular gamer in VR or flight simulation enthusiast, you're going to have to consider the additional cost of rechargeables. The poor tracking by the controllers, despite the Cosmos having 6 cameras, is a surprise and something unexpected, and is verging on unacceptable, to be honest. In addition, its lack of compatibility with certain games and simulators is another surprise, and again, in my personal view, a big disappointment. So my final thoughts and recommendations. While the HTC Cosmos has some really strong points, it also has some big negatives. And at $699, which is in the upper end of the price bracket for VR headsets, those negatives outweigh the benefits in my opinion. Therefore, I'm not able to recommend this headset. If you're in the budget end, you've got to look at the $399 Rift S. There's quite a few compromises with the Rift S, but in terms of bang for your buck, it's better value. And for those looking for something more upmarket, well, look no further than the Valve Index. I hope you found this useful and informative. Thanks very much for joining me, and bye for now. If you'd like to see more from SimHanger, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and tap the bell for future notifications.